What's going on, everyone? I made a couple little tweaks, a couple little quick changes to the wired freedom to maybe boost the performance just a little bit. And I thought today maybe I'd give you just a sneak peek, just a little look-see so you can see what changes we made. And I think we should let's go take it for a quick ride. Maybe do some testing and just see what happens. All right, we are out cruising on our slightly modified wired freedom bike. And something must be wrong with my camera. It looks like there's two displays on this bike. I don't know what's going on there, but I'll figure that out in a second. This one's been slightly modified, and if you know me and my channel, I have a bit of a history with modifying fat tire bikes. I built the Citizen bike, which is highly modified, and I've always kicked myself for not starting with a full suspension bike. The ride quality is so much better, and that's what my advice. If you're gonna start, modifying, building out a bike, start with full suspension. You'll thank me. The other thing about modifying is this bike here, this wired freedom, is plenty for most people. I mean, this destroys other fat bikes in performance. Look at what you start with. I mean, a 40 amp controller, 60 volt battery, 2000 watt hub motor. I mean, you don't really need to upgrade this thing. Most people don't. But if you're like me, and you're always gonna want more power, it'd be best to start with something like this. Look, I mean, you're starting with really great fun right out of the box. If you start with a 48 volt 750 bike, you're gonna end up just throwing all those components away or not using them and upgrading everything. But let's test the performance on this. Let's do a 0 to 30 acceleration. See what happens. Ready? Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. This picks up really good. Strong performance on this thing. And we're at 30. That's pretty good. It's got pretty good pickup. I mean, you got 2000 watts, but what if this bike had like a button that just boosted the performance? Gave you crazy acceleration or crazy hill climb power. What if it had a button like that, like a turbo boost button? Wait a second, wait, what is this thing? What's this do here? What's this little lever? I don't know. Maybe we should investigate that. Let's go check out and see what does this do right here on my left hand? It's odd. Let's spin around here and do another acceleration test. Let's try that 0 to 30 again. We'll push this button, see what happens. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh boy. What was that? 30. What is that? Is that a turbo boost button? Where did that come from? Holy cow. Oh boy, lots of power now. Interesting, very interesting. We got ourselves a go fast button right there. One more time from a slight roll. Ooh, good pull. Hang on. Don't try this at home. Oh my God. I was exceeding the limitations at that point. Oh my goodness. We're going uphill now. Here's wired, and then at the boost button, significant boost up the hill. This came out of nowhere. What in the world happened to this bike? I guess we need to pull over and take a look at it real close. Wait a minute. Is there always been two motors on this thing? What the heck? Is that a motor in the front wheel? Is this an all-wheel drive wired freedom? I gotta tell you, from this side, you can barely tell. You can barely see any of the wiring. If you look close, you can see it. Motor wire going up the fork there, and I got controllers hiding in the rack, but it's pretty sleek. Look at that. That was a beautiful thing of beauty. All-wheel drive wired freedom. You guys have been asking me to build this thing forever. Here it is. Let's take off. Front wheel burnouts are crazy on this. Great speed and power. Wow. I mean, it's a whole new level. A whole new level. Woo, buddy. Look out. Okay, so now I must confess that it's not done. It's not done. This is a working prototype, okay? Working prototype. It's not fast enough. It's not fast enough. It cannot beat the Citizen bike yet. I got some more tweaking to do on this build. I got more parts I'm waiting on. I'm waiting on more parts that are gonna boost it even more. So I know you all are gonna ask me for parts lists and where'd I get this and that, and just hang on. You have to wait a couple weeks. I promise I will give it to you eventually, but not till it's finalized, not till it's done, not till it's the best version that it can be. So that way if you wanna do it too, you know, you'll have the exact stuff. I'm gonna make it super easy. It'll be plug and play. So trust me, teaser video, sorry to tease you, but you know it's on the way now. It needs a little more juice. It needs to be hitting a little harder on the rolling starts. So we're waiting on parts to juice it up a bit more, and then I will unveil to you a finalized version. I mean, what's giving it so much power now is you got the 2,000 watts in the back. It's taking all the stress off the front motor. So it goes, but I want more. I want more. All right, let's do an acceleration first with just the original wired motor. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, spin around. I'll do the same now with dual motor. See the acceleration difference. All right, now dual motor. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Get a lot of wheel spin, but I tried to help it out there with a little bit of pedal stroke because you can't contain the front wheel spin. There's so much spin. Do it one more time here. I won't pedal at all. But the acceleration is just so much faster. And I don't have any brake cutoffs hooked up, so I can do this. Heat the tires. All right, now I told you I wanted to make this thing even stronger than it is right now. So in its underperforming state, how fast is it on this hill climb? Here we go, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, I mean, just so much spin, but obliterating this hill. And time, and we're gonna stop. Wow, I mean, I'll put up the original wired time and then you can compare to the dual motor, but like I said, I'm gonna make it even stronger. So it's gonna, it will annihilate any hill you throw at it. Now the top speed remains pretty much the same. You know, dual motors don't really help with top speed, they help with acceleration and also hill climb power. But we can check it over here real quick. Freedom is good for about 38 on the flats, but if you hit any kind of like downhill grade, you're going 40 or above, and that's still the top speed with this. I don't have fully charged batteries, so I'm down to 61 volts. You know, full charge is like 67 volts, so I'm pretty far down on the juice, and it was still able to go 38 on the flat ground into the wind. So, you know, is it a 40-mile-an-hour bike? It's right there. I weigh 180 pounds, and on flat ground with full charge, it's 38, 39 is pretty darn easy. And then any kind of slight downhill, 40 plus. I think I've had this thing to like 45 on a big downhill. I know you don't count that because it's downhill, but it's some serious power. This bike has got some serious power right out of the box. And now the acceleration is just on the next level. But just a little teaser today, show you what we're working on. Not finalized by any means at all. So I'm not gonna give you a list of what I used yet because I'm not done making that list. I don't know what parts are gonna officially make the final cut. So once I have that, I promise I will show you. And trust me, it's gonna be very easy. Very easy to do. Great power up the line now, baby. Woo! Let's see if it's stable with that motor in there. It's pretty good. That direct drive motor I put in my old bike, that thing wobbled like crazy. Geared hubs don't really wobble. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that video today. Found it interesting. If you're finding these videos helpful and fun, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. But I think that's all for today. I promise, more to come on this one, I promise. I won't leave you hanging for too long. A couple weeks though, for sure. Woo! Wow, it's gonna be killer when it's done.